Will your bank ask for a proof of citizenship? Well, if not, then a new idea from the United States government is raising big questions. Not about taxes, not about loans, but about who you are. Well, there are growing reports that the US government is planning a new rule now. Under this particular plan, bank account holders they may be asked to show proof of their citizenship. Yes, your bank account could soon depend on your nationality documents. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular statement came from Scott Bessent. In an interview, he suggested that the government needs to know exactly who is the part of the banking system here. According to him, this is about security and transparency. He even pointed to countries like the United Kingdom, saying that governments track who lives there. So in his viewpoint, knowing who holds the bank account is just as important. Well, the focus, it seems, is on illegal immigrants and financial monitoring, right? Officials want to make sure that no illegal network are operating through banks, no suspicious accounts are being used, and that every single account is properly linked to the verified identity. But hold on for a second, there is a big problem. Right now, there are no clear details. The government has not explained what documents will be required, who exactly will need to submit them, and what happens if somebody cannot provide proof. And that uncertainty, that is causing a lot of concern. Here, experts warn that this could really impact a huge number of people, not just undocumented immigrants though, but also millions of American citizens who do not have proper documents to prove their citizenship. Imagine this. People who are legally citizens, but they are still struggling to prove it. Here, data shows that millions of people in the United States are foreign-born, and many do not have a citizenship. Even among the citizens, a large number, they lack official proof documents. Now, if this rule, it comes into force, then the impact could be massive. Also, another big question that remains unanswered. Will existing bank accounts be affected? Will people be forced to submit documents again? And if they fail to do so, will their accounts be frozen or maybe closed? Right now, nobody knows what will happen, but experts believe that this particular move may not go unchallenged. If implemented, then this could face court challenges because it raises serious concern about privacy, about financial access, and about rights of individuals. In fact, a similar attempt in the past to collect data from tax authorities was stopped by the federal court, if you remember. In fact, there is another angle to this. If millions of people they lose access to banking services, then it would definitely affect their spending, saving and overall economic activity here. Now, banks rely on customers and customers rely on access. Disrupt that balance and everything will be affected. Well, for now, this is still a proposal. Don't you worry. An executive order is being prepared but not yet signed. The real picture will only become clear once the rule is officially announced, the requirements are defined, and the timeline is revealed. Well, the final question remains, should access to banking depend on proof of citizenship, or should financial system remain open to all the residents? Because this particular debate, it's no longer just about policy. It is about identity, access, and control. And if this particular rule that becomes reality, it could change how millions of people interact with the banking system forever.